My name is Frederick Pennington Jr. On March the 1st, 1978, a deputy prosecuting attorney named Lord R. Haynes and my attorney, Gene Worsham. Gene Worsham wouldn't properly represent me. I told him I didn't commit aggravated robbery and capital felony murder of Yuval Ussery. And he wouldn't believe me. He just wouldn't properly represent me. I told him I didn't want to plead guilty. I was 16 years old. And Gene insisted that it was the best thing to do for me to plead guilty. I told him I didn't want to plead guilty to something I didn't do. He said, you got to plead guilty. He said, it's the best thing to do. He said, if you don't plead guilty, they're going to give you the death sentence or life without parole. You go into the lecture chair. I said, Gene, they got to have some kind of evidence of the people that committed that murder, man. I didn't do it. He said, I'm telling you, you got to plead guilty. So at that time, the deputy prosecuting attorney, Lord R. Haynes, walked in. I said, Mr. Haynes, is Gene telling the truth? If I plead guilty, I get 5 life sentences, running concurrent, and I get out in 7 years. And 7 years is 1/3 of my sentence, because all the life sentences will be ran concurrent in the 20 years. And he said, yeah. I said, let me call my daddy. And he let me attempt to call my daddy, but then he didn't answer the phone. So I said, I want to wait till my daddy come home and I talk to my daddy. And Gene said, no, you can't do that, man. The deal is off. He said, you gonna go to the death row. You gonna get a life without parole. I said, man, I didn't kill anybody. And he said they didn't have any evidence of who killed the person. And they had a color picture. I didn't learn that they had the color picture of all the suspects that was there on the murder scene. When the murder was committed it had to be committed in October of 1977. But I know I didn't commit the murder, and they didn't give me my juvenile transfer hearing rights. They improperly waived my exclusive juvenile transfer hearing that day too. From the time I went down to the police station, October 22nd, 1977, they didn't give me any of my juvenile court transfer hearing rights. And I stayed in prison 45 years, 11 days. And I told them, I didn't kill anybody. And now that they got the color picture, the court system, a judge just told me I didn't have a right to bring a lawsuit till I win my case in the state habeas, in the habeas corpus petition. Okay, Heck versus Humphreys, he said. And these people know who killed the person. They got a color picture. And the woman even had her sister even testified of all the suspects. So why am I still being denied justice when the state of Arkansas have a color picture of the people who committed this heinous crime? You know, I should be able to get a full pardon and fully exonerated because the picture is still in the files.
How long you do?
I did 45 years and 11 days in Arkansas Department of Correction.
And you was how old when you went in?
I was 16 years old. I went in March the 3rd, 1978. From March the 1st, 1978, illegal conviction.
How old are you now?
I'm 61, I'll be 62 in August.
That's crazy. So, one more time, tell me your name.
My name is Frederick Pennington Jr.
So how can we support you and how can they help?
I need some publicity. I need Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders to understand I'm entitled to pardon. My pardon application is before her. Governor Asa Hutchinson, before he left office, he told Miss Quartia Bradley, the Wrightsville Unit parole officer of the Arkansas Department of Correction, to give me a pardon application and let me put a pardon application in before I was ever released from prison. But he said he was leaving office and the governor coming in would have to be the one to grant my pardon. But the Arkansas Parole Board, they even knew of this situation. I done wrote them several times. And when I made parole, August the 17th, 2022, I had already told them at the parole hearing, August 4th, 2022, that I was not guilty and that the governor had put me up for a pardon. And I know the Arkansas Parole Board even denied me they denied me they recommended for the governor to deny my pardon when they know I'm innocent and was illegally convicted. I don't understand. I don't understand why would they granted my parole. I'm free. I'm a free man now, but I'm still not fully exonerated, and I still don't have my pardon yet. And they should have recommended to the governor I receive my pardon, because
you need a lawyer and a nice lawsuit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what you need.
But the judge, Ladosky, the United States District Judge, just threw my lawsuit out and said I need to win, be fully exonerated. Yeah, he said I got to win first before I could file a lawsuit. And I just appealed the parts of the suit that I could appeal. Like they even
how can we contact you?
501-563-6951. That's my cell phone number. I keep it paid up.
Okay, say it again slow.
501-563-6951.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Yeah, because that's crazy.
Hey,